Hello and good evening. Welcome back to the railway. We've got a Class 50 here, a Lima one that I've been on the lookout for quite a long time. Managed to get this one on eBay and she's looking good. She's been lightly weathered by the previous owner. As you can see, the bogies and also the lower body side and a little bit of the front there. You can see he's actually filled in the details on the side of the multiple working sockets and plugs, so I didn't have to do that. What he missed was the tail lights, so I just what I do with those is I put a little bit of black on and then a little bit of red on top of that, which gives quite a good effect. Probably can't see it on the camera, but that's what I do. Let's have a look. It's the normal Lima, quite well moulded Class 50, and this is the is it Rail Freight General livery, I think this is, and it's well applied. You've got triple grey, you've got the light grey, the mid grey and the dark grey on the roof. And all the details look fine. So it's pretty good. That's the nameplate with the crest. I think Defiance might be a land-based naval establishment. I'm not sure it's a ship or a land-based one. And there you've got the I think that's the symbol for Lara, which is that near Plymouth? I don't know, someone tell me. Which is a boat, one of those Sir Francis Drake type boats. So I was very happy to get that, and she's pulling today some Lima chocolate and cream coaches. So she's on a bit of a rail tour, I think. We can imagine that. So let's get her on the move. And the other one I've got out today, I've got some the transcontinental wagons out over here. And you can see I've got the very nice Pacific steam loco, which I think is modelled on a Canadian prototype. Not sure which one. I mean, I have looked, can't find an exact one for it, but I think that's a nice looking engine. That. So let's get them on the move. It's got the same chassis as the Princess Elizabeth. So let's get them going. And the motor in this one was all clean. I gave it a slight clean, but there was not a lot on the commutator at all. It sounds the usual, the usual Lima, and I don't think it's been run that much. It's got that lovely sound. Let's get the transcontinental Pacific on the move, shall we? She's quite a good mover. quite old, this one. Not sure what year this one would be. Probably late 50s or early 60s. So she's got the light at the front and the brass fittings there. You can see one of them is a bell on the boiler, and the other one next to it is the whistle. So American locomotives do tend to have all sorts of odds, I was going to say odds and sods, but bits and pieces is nice, isn't it? They have all sorts of bits and pieces. Let's have a look. Scattered all over the boiler, don't they? Let's have a look. I think that front bit there is some kind of preheater, water feed thing. This sort of bit of the front, judging by the pipes coming from it. And then you've got the next, well, you've got the chimney, and then after the chimney you've got the sand dome. So there it is. The sand dome is, they just put the sand in a dome, and then they have some tubes coming down leading to the where the wheels are. And then obviously you've got the steam dome as the next one in line. Then there you've got a lump there of something which I imagine is the safety valves. Those little things on top. Then you've got the bell and the whistle, and then that little lump there looks like a dynamo for the electrics, for the electric light mainly, I suppose. There you've got on the front, and I think they also had electric lights fitted on the back as well. I think they also had some kind of marker light system on the front of the smoke box, these American ones. So and I'm not sure, yeah, it has got a moulded, let's push it back a bit, get it in the light. Can we get that in the light? No, hold on. Oops. I shall pause the video. Yeah, welcome back, sorry about that. I've got a torch out. Now on the front there, you can see there is two lights right at the top of the smoke box there. There's two little marker lights of some sort. And then you've got the very sort of small cow catcher at the front, which is sort of moulded in with the, well, it's not, the coupling is actually riveted to it, I think. The first one that came out had the cow catcher actually as part of the body, but this one they put the decoupling on the front when that came out, and kind of spoils the front end really, but at least you can drag trains backwards if you wanted with that, can't you? So yep, let's get going again. Let's get this class 50 going again. Yeah, sorry to bore you with more Lima, but there it is. It just happened to pop up on eBay, and I thought, well, I haven't got that one yet, so, and it was a reasonable price as well. Yeah, excellent. So let's get this one going again. There she goes. It has got, well, it did have a smoke unit. I took it out. Because it was probably not working. Well, it wasn't working. I did try a little bit of smoke oil in it. Nothing happened, so I took it out. At least you got the light on the front of that one. As you can see, if it comes around the corner here, that's pretty good. And that's looks like the original bulb in it. It's an old-fashioned bulb, so, and that was quite a good buy as well, that one. There's that funny little German tank engine, I think it is. There is in the Hornby siding, and we've got the new Hornby Class 37s having a little day out again. Who doesn't like a Class 37? There we are. Nice one, that. Very good runner as well, as you would have seen already. So there goes the 50 with his rail tour. And there goes the, I think it's a Canadian prototype, off with some freight cars. I think we'll put those logs on and we'll have a quick log drop before we go. So right, so here he comes. He's been loaded up with logs. There you go. So he's going to deposit those in the log bin over here. And I dare say Hornby will fashion those logs into, I don't know, lovely trains or prams or something. Let's get the operating device working. Forgot about that. Just got to move that forward. There we go. And that will engage with the device on the side of the wagon. There we go. Can't say further than that, can you? Great stuff. Well, it's been a great day today for weather. Hope you've all enjoyed it. I've been at work today, so had a lot of work lately. It's always nice to come home and just relax with some trains. Oh, I've got a little green line bus here that I saw online. I thought I'd have one of those. And look at that small writing. That's well done, isn't it? That's perfectly legible if you can get a magnifying glass. Now this, I'm not sure, doesn't have a number, a route number. It says Sunningdale via Victoria, so I don't know where it originated from. But the garage code, for those in the know, is ST. Now, I don't know what that would be. It could be Stratford, St Albans, I don't know. But they all differ. Not always necessarily with letters of the place where the garage is. So, and that's the little, they used to have running numbers which would go next to that ST. So that the inspectors would know what bus it was and what time it was meant to be running to. So that's quite a nice nice little bus, that, and it's got the, of course it's got an underfloor engine, not in the rear, and there's no room at the front for the engine, so it's underneath. Looks slightly to one side as well, I suppose, so that's quite good detail, that, isn't it? And all this, I think it was about £3 or £4, so a nice little addition to the layout. Might get some more of these little things. I've already got one. Sorry to bore you if you don't like buses. I'm a bus driver, by the way. This one, I used to live in Kent, and Maidstone and District was my local bus company, and this is quite an old design of coach going on an excursion to Walton on the Naze. So that's lovely, isn't it? Anyway, let's put that down. He's next to the Hornby factory. I think he's probably brought those kids to have a look around. Back to the train. And yes, it's great to think that this this loco here was, you know, it was running around. How many years ago? It was 1960 roughly. 60 years ago, isn't it? Over 60 years ago. So it could be getting on for my age. And, there we go. This one's not quite so old. I think this is from the 90s. 95. It's in that 95 catalogue that I showed you in the last video, or maybe was it the one before? I can't remember now. So, yeah. Both great locomotives. Anyway, I'll say good night, and hope you have a nice, what's left of the weekend. I'm working tomorrow, Sunday, so never mind. I've got 2 days off in the week. So bye for now, everyone.